All right, here we go. Without
Austin, you
further
ready?
ado,
Gabriel, you ready? Fight!
Austin Vanderford in the red corner, out of the red corner. He is wearing the white shirt, might make this easier. Gabriel Checco in the black shirt. I usually can introduce Gabriel Checco as the guy with the mohawk. Austin shows up today with a mohawk. So I'm going to have to go with Austin on top, Checco on bottom. All right, Checco looking to extend this arm. Normally, Austin would be strong enough that he would posture up and pull this arm out, but he's not able to do that. Checco, a very, very strong guy. Very strong guy. Whenever you deal with big... Austin posting. That's very smart to post to the chin. But Checco almost stretched him out there. That's where Austin just... a competitiveness. There's just a competitiveness with Vanderford. When you deal, and please notice what Checco's doing right here so I can prove my point. Notice how he's grabbing his own foot and he's starting to pull it up towards Austin's head. When you deal with big guys who have flexibility, they've now separated themselves. Big guys, if you can then bring in flexibility, they've now put themselves into a different pile, a different category. Let me see here. Oh, I see. Fabiano now set me straight. So the Estima lock so I did have the body triangle. I'm calling that by the right words. The Estima lock is how Andrew Alexander got tapped out. He's saying what Jordan did was put him in an Estima lock, coming under that ankle, pulling it to his chest, turning his body. Thank you for that, Coach. I appreciate that. Now Austin on top. Really holding right here. One comment that Austin made. Now Austin looking to get to the side. He did a little better job with his knee. Austin Vanderford is one of these guys where he has a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And to just go back to that, how is he beating and tapping out and finishing black belts when he's only a purple belt? Well, there's a lot that goes into getting a black belt. And a lot of it is mastering different sets of techniques. While Austin is a purple belt and he's still working on mastering those, I have to offer for you. He is a very high-level black belt in certain positions. He will know more about certain positions, and he will know the intricacies in how to finish an opponent from certain positions that even the highest-level black belt will have to stand back and say, show me how you did that. So he's one of these guys where that belt rank, while appropriate, is also deceptive. Gabriel trying to pull over the top here. Austin's starting to smother him. And I think Checco is starting to feel some of this strength. One thing that Austin did say to me as a comment is he just said, look, I'm starting to understand the strategies a little better. I used to go on a full sprint. That's all I know. Since I was 5 years old in wrestling, I was told to just sprint the whole time. When I got through college, my coach, harder pace, harder pace, harder pace. When I'm in MMA, that pace helps me. When I'm in grappling, it's a little more of a chess match, and there are times to slow the action. He's right. He's right. The great athletes will always have two paces. They will lull you into one speed, and then they'll go on a sprint. Then you think you got a sprint, and then they'll lull you back into another speed. It's a constant rope-a-dope. Right here, Checco looking to extend this arm. Now, this is 101. You're going to learn the technique that Checco is going for in your very first week of jiu-jitsu. That is not what he thinks that he is going to submit Austin with. It is a submission, but it's a very basic one. What happens and what Checco is looking for as he attempts to extend that arm and apply pressure to the shoulder, he's looking for a reaction. He's looking for Austin to either pull up or roll. That is when Checco will go to the second plan. Essentially, that arm or shoulder lock that you're seeing is nothing more of a setup for something greater. And here, right here, Checco's going to it again. This is very good. This is very basic. This is very first weeks type stuff that you're going to get. This is not ultimately what he wants. He wants a reaction from Vanderford. Then Checco will start to get his offense going. Austin coming in between. Gabriel having a little bit of a hard time as we have 30 seconds left here. And you have to understand, guys, I can tell you the time and you guys can see the time. They don't know it. An athlete is always there. Austin, the full pass, and notice how tight he brings that knee in. That right knee nice and tight. Fabiano Schörner 101. You get pass, you stay pass. And as long as you bring that right knee in tight,
10
there's
seconds,
nowhere
gentlemen.
for Gabriel to go. What Gabriel would need is space. Austin looking to get to mount. Okay, guys, just to go back to the time, as much as you can see it and I can see it, these guys do not have cornermen. There are 4 people on the floor. Referee, doctor, Gabriel, Austin in this case. Nobody to yell. 10 seconds left. So the adaptation of your strategy, if you plan to go on a sprint with 1 minute left, if you plan to go for a Hail Mary pass with 30 seconds left, you don't know.
You take back. Gabriel, if you look at the camera.
You know, I was just handed a note by my producer, and I think this is because he knows that Fabiano Schörner is watching. I think he's trying to stir the pot, but he simply wrote me a note and handed it to me in all capital letters. Time for a brown belt? Question mark. So I will tell Ryan, thanks for stirring that, but that is the decision of one man, and I'm not that guy. That is Coach Schörner's call. Okay, Austin looking for his head and arm choke. Now, Gabriel doing a good job of tucking here, doing a good job of bringing his arm in. I don't believe that Austin is going to get this, but that's Austin's patented position. He won his last 2 matches with that head and arm choke. That would be one of the positions where I'm telling you guys that he is a very high-level black belt. This is Austin's bread and butter right here, guys. I will predict for you now. Should he escape this position, it's not going to be on technique. It is going to be based on effort. He uses a lot of effort. He is willing to burn those calories, get his lungs burning, get that heart rate up, and eventually he is going to explode. I called it. Good job, Chael. Way to know your athletes, Chael. But that's one of these intangibles when you're dealing with Austin. You can look at his belt if you want, and then you can try to condescend to him if you want. Or you can understand this guy is just a winner. Austin, speaking of winning, if he wants to win this, he's going to bring his hips on time. Not in time. Whoa, that's a fast escape. 8 seconds. That is a very, very big deal under these rules. That last one, Gabriel got away fast, but I think that Austin was able to catch him. An 8-second escape is a very, very big deal.
You both ready?
Austin knows it. Let's see how he responds. All right, you're seeing a sense of urgency. You see the sense of urgency, but Gabriel's got to a good position. Boy, Gabriel's strong. Doggone it, he's strong. He's just holding this. Austin's still going to need to get out of here, get to the second inning, worry about time there. Austin's doing everything right, but he's got to beat the clock. He's got to go one way and then turn his hips the next. Start to go one way. If you don't get what you're looking for, you got to come back and do it again. Gabriel very tight. Notice this body triangle, guys. Notice this body triangle. Oh, now Gabriel's even looking to manipulate. Austin's got his chin involved, which can turn that into a neck crank. Austin's doing everything right from a defensive standpoint. The problem here is he has 2 objectives. Protect your neck, escape the hole. What Gabriel's doing is making Austin focus all of his efforts, all of his mental capacity on one of the techniques. Oh, he's under the chin. Austin, Gabriel, Checco. A very big win right there. A very, very big win. Gets a submission win in overtime.
Winner by tap out. We're naked choke in the overtime round. Gabriel Checco.
Austin Vanderford. Wow. The odds makers did give the advantage here to Gabriel. I think if you were to look at this match on paper,